iron in their soul. What's up, YouTube? This is your big brother King Jabez, back today with another very important message. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share this video, leave a comment, let me know what you think about my content. In addition to that, please feel free to follow me over on Instagram at TheKingJabez, as well as my website, theironofsoul.com. Whatever you decide to do, it will be greatly appreciated. Let's do some work. Today's video is entitled, They Try to Build Their Esteem Off Your Back. And I want to really break down what that means. I had a woman coworker some years ago. I think she was probably in either her late 40s or early 50s. And I was like 29 or 30 at the time. And I was going through workplace battles like anybody else. She had been in the field course longer than I had. And she saw me as a young, up-and-coming young man. And she gave me some good advice. She showed me a lot of respect. I was like 29. And she says, I almost said my government name. She says, you know what? You carry yourself like a king. This is what this 50-year-old lady's telling me. I'm like 29. You carry yourself like a king. And that bothers people. You know what I mean? And so she gave me this advice that day that I didn't quite get then like I get now. And she said to me, use my government name, people can only walk on you if you bend over. And as simple as that sounds, that really is quite profound. Don't let people walk over you. People will walk all over you, bully you, sabotage you, use you if you allow them to. Here was a woman in her 50s who probably had been working 20, 30 years, had more experience than me. She was a vet at the time. And she's basically, I was a little bro at the time, basically. She this big sis talking to little bro. Hey, you know what? This is how people are. And in this world, you're going to have to stand your ground. And that simple advice is really her saying in so many words, people will try to build their esteem off your back. There are people who see the motion you have, and their whole agenda becomes countering what you got going on. They can't get nothing going themselves. You know what I mean? They have no true knowledge. They have no true spiritual power. So their whole MO is, how can I counter you, right? How can I build my esteem off of your back? And that either comes through gossip, that comes through sabotage, that comes through character assassination. They find some way to push you down and to elevate themselves. And whenever you experience that, here's the wisdom you have to use when it happens to you. Now, before I give you these jewels, before I say this, who am I talking to? I am talking to any man or woman who got some motion anywhere, wherever it may be, whether it be online, whether it be at a job, a business, sports. If you are making moves, that's what I'm talking to right now. If you're making any moves, I can guarantee you got somebody, more than likely several people, who are sitting back lurking, watching you to counter what you got going on, to copy, to duplicate, to minimize, to try to do better. They can't come up with their own stuff, and they're watching you to find a way to build their esteem off of your back. So be prepared for that. So if you're making any type of moves or motion, or you got anything going for yourself, this word is for you. So you say, okay, big bro, when that happens, how do I protect myself? Well, there are a lot of things you can do. One of the things you can do is, honestly, if this is in a business setting, you know what I mean? You have liberty sometimes to pull a person to the side and talk to them and tell them flat out, okay, this is the issue I have with you. Okay, this is what's happening. And in so many words, I don't like that. I've done that several times. Some people, some women and men are man enough, woman enough to accept that, and we can both grow and actually have a partnership. And then you have those who are not men enough or woman enough to have the type of conversation. So when you have that, you have to simply walk away silently. That may mean resigning, right? That may mean find another job, find another place of business, get away from them. For whatever reason, they're not showing you respect. They don't want to respect you. So create some space. I'm going to create some space between me and you. That's the best way to do that. So I've done both. I've at times confronted people and had those conversations. And honestly, a lot of people, especially when they have bad motives, my experience, most people like this, they're cowards when you confront them publicly. And when you confront them, not necessarily publicly, but in a private setting. We have a conversation and I talk to you like a man. You can't accept this. So now you're acting like what's happening is not happening. This is why I don't confront certain people, because I can see the coward in them. And if I confront you, all you're going to do is play games and act like this is not what's happening, right? I know some of you have experienced that. So if you have a person who's man enough or woman enough for the conversation, have a conversation. If not, create some space. Let me get away from you. Right? The best way at times, as I said before, to defend yourself is to quietly move on and become more successful. So success is always the best revenge. You want revenge, you want to clear the score, you want to level up or up them, do better. Keep growing, keep on developing, continue to read. This is what haters can't stop you from doing. Haters can't stop you from reading books. They can't stop you from going to the gym. They can't stop you from taking care of your skincare regimen. They can't stop you from growing in your business. They can't stop you from building your website. They can't stop you from growing your brand. Whatever you got going on, people cannot stop you from working. So you have to have the mindset is, you can't outwork me, right? Continue to grind, stay focused, stay righteous, and that will always win in the long run. I would say to add to that, you got to look out for them. You know what I mean? You got to look out for the lurkers. The biblical word for this is lurkers. There are people who are sent back lurking, waiting to hurt you, watching you with an evil intention or motive. And so you have to use discernment, clear mind, thinking, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, reflection, game to discern what's going on and to carry yourself the right way. So when you perceive it to be that, remove yourself, guard yourself, be careful what you share privately. You know what I mean? You got to really move different out here. If you are a man or woman who is making moves, you got to move different. It's that simple. There is a price tag that comes with wanting to be great, either being great or wanting to be that. There's some people who hate you. You're not even there yet, but the fact that you want to be great bothers some people. Did you know that? People will hate you not only for being great, but for having the audacity to want to be great. So what I'm saying is, even if you're not even there yet, they're mad you want to get there. This how people get down. I'm telling you, I know people. This is your big bro talking to you. People will get mad when they see you growing. You're not even there yet, and they're hating. Why? Because they want to kill the vision in you. You got to realize out here in this world, there are dream killers. There are destiny helpers, but there's also destiny killers. There are people who are out here on assignment to break up covenants. I'm talking to you devils now. To break up relationships, to mess up business deals, to mess up what you got going on. They are on an assignment. And when you discern that, shake them. You cannot have them around you. So this is a time as we go into the new year to really begin to purge your circle. Okay, I'm not telling you to cut people off for no reason. I'm not telling you to be cruel. Yeah, big bro said cut them off. I'm going to cut you off anyway. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I mean? But if you feel like this person is evil, then cut them off. You know what I mean? That's one thing about me, why people don't like me. I'm the type of person, if I'm around you, I'm solid, and I feel like you're not solid, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't do business with you. I'm an honest person. I have integrity. I move a certain way. I say what I mean what I say. I do what I'm saying I do. And if you're not on that type of time with me, I can't rock with you. I'm sorry. I'm not saying you got to be perfect, but you got to be solid to be around me. Anybody got to be perfect? I'm not perfect, but I'm solid. That's one thing you said about Brother Iron. I haven't been perfect for 4 years, but I've been consistent. I've been solid. And people around me, I want people around me who are like that, who are on business, who are consistent. So you become solid by being consistent. That's what we're talking about. We want people around us who are consistent. We can't be wishy-washy, up and down. You know what I mean? You're doing this one day, and next day, what are we doing? What's the goal? What's the vision? And let me close with this. Let me go ahead and break this piece to you. Here is the real reason why they try to build their esteem off your back. Because they see in you something they can never be. It's that simple. They can't be you. They don't have the gifts you have. They don't have the strength you have. They're not strong enough. They don't have what you have. And so their whole MO is to try to kill it in you so that I can do better than you, right? That's what happened. Well, I won't say that because that's too controversial, but that's what happened to some famous people in the industry a long time ago. Tupac Shakur, to be honest. He's one of them who got removed because there were some people who he was clearly better than that didn't like that. This is what cowards do. You feel me? So this is not about, you wonder who I'm talking about. This ain't about me. This is about the world. This happens all the time. This is a human issue. We can take this back to Bible days. This has always been how people get down. When they see a threat, they try to get you out the way. You understand? So when you become that, that's what I'm trying to tell you today. When you become this, move accordingly. This is nothing new. Nothing new under the sun. This has been going on. What I'm talking about today has been happening with people for a long time. This is nothing new at all. So when you perceive that someone's trying to build this thing off your back, straighten up. Don't let them walk on you. Stand your ground. Respect yourself. Continue to be solid. Continue to do what you got to do. keep your mind mentally tough, right? Stay mentally tough. Stay 10 toes down and take care of business. That's simple. So that's all I got for you today. This is your big brother, King Jabez. Thanks for listening. God bless.